So now we've come to the point in our lessons where we're going to talk about CSS or cascading style sheets. We have finally come to the day where you can actually apply some layout and design to the HTML pages that you have been working on up until now. So I have a page up here that you should have a page that looks similar. You should actually have a whole website that has all your links able to work, but we're just going to work on the home page for now, the index.html page. And then you will be able to work on this so that you can apply it to all your pages as you go. So this is the site that we had started creating with pure HTML, and we'll now start to apply some CSS to it. So I've got this page opened up in Text Wrangler, and you can see it here, index.html. It has some commenting in it, but other than that, it's exactly the same as what you created in the HTML lesson. It has our head and our body sections, and it has a place for navigation and our content and even some footer information. So there are 3 ways to be able to add styles to an HTML page. And the first way is not really the desired way, but you should know about it in case you want to apply a style just to one element on one page and have it just apply to that page. This really doesn't take advantage of the benefits of CSS, cascading style sheets, that allow you to apply it across the same elements on the same page or multiple pages, which we'll get to in a second. But I want you to understand how this works. So basically, you just go to an element and you'll add the attribute style, putting the value of that inside quotation marks. And then you'll have the CSS property that you want to apply and the value associated with that. So style equal color red. And if we save this, we should be able to see that this introductory paragraph now on our page has turned red, and it has. But that's not the desired way to do it. Maybe in this case it's fine because we just want this one paragraph to be red, and that's the preferable way to do it. But there are also other ways to handle something like this. So I'm going to take this out because we don't want just that paragraph to be red. And the other way to do it is that we can go into the head of the document and we can include a style section. And so we open the style tag and close it. And then we can put any styles we want in here. And the way you create a style is that you include the element that you want to put the style around. And then you open and close curly braces, and all the styles associated with that particular style or where that particular element is going to go in between those opening and closing curly braces. So in this case, we are doing the color red style to go on all paragraphs on this page. So if I refresh the page, now you can see that all my paragraphs on the page, everything that's indicated with a P, is red on the page. The things that aren't red are the things that are not associated with P. We have some list items, we have some links here, but everything else that is associated with a paragraph on this page is now red. Probably not a great color for your paragraphs, but just for demonstration purposes, this works. Maybe we want it to be more like dark gray instead of black. And so then we have a grayish color here. And you can see how that applies it very easily to all the paragraphs on the page. But that is not exactly the best way to handle it either. This works if you want to apply styles that are specific to this page. And sometimes I use that if I have a page that's very different than the rest of my pages. Maybe I'm doing one data visualization page and I need some very special styles just for that page. But ideally, what you would do is create a style sheet that would be able to be applied to multiple pages. So I'm going to delete what I've done here in the head, and I'm going to show you the beginnings of a style sheet. So I've created a page called style.css. It's just a text file in Text Wrangler. And what you will do is create a style sheet. You can name it anything you want. I've named this one style.css. I have it in the same folder as my index.html page, although you can put it in its own folder. You just have to make sure that when you reference it, that you put it in the right reference in terms of the folder that the style is in. But in this case, since they're in the same folder, I'll go back to the index page and I'm going to put the code to link this style sheet. So it's link rel equals style sheet, that's relationship. href is the name of the style sheet. And again, it's in the same folder. And we're going to have the type equal text/CSS. It's a standalone tag, so we should close it properly. And so now I have this style sheet that's linked here, and I can put this in every one of my HTML pages, just in the top and the head. So for my about page, my links page, I can include this, and it will automatically apply all the styles that are on this page. So if I refresh the page we're looking at now, we should see some different styles applying to it, and we do. We're seeing the styles associated with those very first few that we started using. Now you can get a style sheet anywhere you want. There are style sheets on the web. Sometimes you're working with, say, a Bootstrap installation or a WordPress site that already has a style sheet associated with it, and you'll be modifying or adding styles. But what I recommend for this is just start with a few of the basic styles, like what we have done here, and then you'll be able to add to that style sheet as you go, creating styles for the different things that you want to create. So in the next lesson, we'll go over some of these basic elements so that you can start building on the different kinds of styles that you can add to a style sheet.